You are moving fast. Tabs everywhere. Messages flying. You feel unstoppable. Then it happens. A tiny mistake slips in, and nobody notices. Not because you are careless, but because speed hides the damage until it is expensive. One wrong assumption becomes 5 wrong tasks. Rework steals the hours you thought you saved. Quality drops so gradually, you blame everything except the pace. The brutal part is this: the decisions you make while rushing are the decisions that multiply. Moving to slide 2. Most of your day is not big heroic choices. It is the same small calls repeated. Do I clarify the request or guess? Do I check the numbers or trust the last version? Do I push it through or pause for approval? When you repeat a choice, it turns into a default. Defaults become your system, and your system sets your throughput. If your default is guessing, you ship confusion faster. If your default is skipping review, you produce errors at scale. So stop hunting for one magical productivity trick. Look for the tiny decisions you repeat daily, because repetition is how good habits compound and how bad ones quietly take over. Moving to slide 3. If you want to fix speed problems, measure the rework tax. Not with feelings, with counts. Pick one type of finished item: a ticket, a report, a design, a client email. For the next 10, track 5 numbers. First, corrections per finished item. How many times did you change it after it was supposedly done? Second, clarifications per request. How many back and forth messages did it take to get basic requirements? Third, handoffs bouncing back. How often did work return to you because the next person could not use it? Fourth, waiting on missing info. Minutes or hours blocked because a link, file, decision, or data point was absent. Fifth, late surprises after delivery. Bugs, scope changes, misaligned expectations that show up only after it ships. Add those up, and you get a real picture of why you feel busy but finish little. You will also see where the damage starts. Rework is rarely random. It clusters around a specific moment where one early decision commits everything. Moving to slide 4. Every process has a decision choke. It is the first choice that locks you in. After that point, undoing is painful, so people push forward even when it feels wrong. Find it by asking one question: where does scope start drifting? In many teams, it is the moment you accept a vague request, or the moment you pick a solution before requirements are clear, or the moment you send something for approval without stating what approved means. Look for where approvals usually stall and where errors first appear. If bugs show up in QA, the choke may be earlier, like unclear acceptance criteria. If clients request endless revisions, the choke may be the first draft, where you guess the tone, audience, or goal. Once you can name the choke, you stop trying to work harder everywhere. You fix the one decision that decides the rest. Moving to slide 5. The fastest way to reduce rework is to upgrade inputs, not effort. Start with a definition of done, written before you begin. 1 or 2 sentences. What must be true for this to be considered finished? Next, create required fields for requests: goal, audience, constraints, deadline, owner for approvals, and the one metric that matters. If a request misses a required field, you do not start. You send it back immediately. Add examples of good outputs: a past report that was praised, a style sample, a "this is what we mean" template. Examples eliminate guesswork faster than meetings. Then adopt one hard rule: reject vague work immediately, even if it feels slower. Vague inputs create 10 edits later. And use one question that prevents drift: what decision will this deliver? When that is clear, speed stops creating hidden mistakes, because you are building on solid inputs that can stale. Moving to slide 6. When you catch yourself debating a decision for the 3rd time, stop and turn that judgment into a rule. Write it as an if this, then that. If the request is missing a deadline, then it does not enter the queue. If the change touches payments, then it needs a second reviewer. Don't trust your memory for edge cases. List the weird exceptions you keep tripping over, and decide what happens before you are stressed. Define escalation triggers like budget over X, legal risk, or anything customer-facing. Then document your default choices so you are never starting from zero. Default meeting length, default priority, default owner. Rules beat memory every time because rules still work when you are tired, busy, or interrupted. This is how you turn judgment into a system you can trust. Moving to slide 7. A quality gate is one deliberate pause before you commit. Make it routine and fast. Do 2 checks that actually matter, not 10 that nobody follows. First, does this match the rule and the goal? Second, what is the most likely failure, and did you block it? Catching errors here is cheap. Fixing them after they've spread is chaos. A tiny pause saves hours. Moving to slide 8. Templates are how you bake your rules into the work itself. Start with a pre-filled structure and fields, so every request arrives in the same shape. Include defaults that prevent common mistakes, like a required owner, a required impact statement, and a default priority that can be changed but never omitted. Add sections that force clarity, like assumptions, dependencies, and what done means. Then add simple completeness checks. If risk is marked high, mitigation must be filled. If the task touches production, rollback steps are required. Keep templates versioned. When you improve one, you can point to what changed and why, instead of letting everyone freestyle in their own document. Good templates don't just organize information. They quietly stop bad decisions from getting enough momentum to ship. Moving to slide 9. AI is useful when you treat it like a decision assistant, not a decision maker. Feed it incoming requests and have it classify them by type, urgency, and risk. Ask it to extract missing requirements as a checklist you can send back. Have it suggest the best next action based on your rules and to flag policy or compliance issues early. It can draft a structured first pass, so you start from clarity. Moving to slide 10. If you want better decisions, you need a decision log, not a diary. A small, searchable record of the calls that actually move outcomes. Log only high-impact decisions, like priority changes, scope cuts, vendor picks, and anything that affects customers, money, or timelines. For each entry, write 3 things: the decision, the why in plain language, including what you believed would happen, and the alternatives you rejected, with 1 sentence each. Then set a follow-up date, usually 1 week later. When that day comes, add the result, what happened, what surprised you, what you would do differently. This turns hindsight into data instead of shame. Now, the key move. Convert repeated lessons into rules and templates. If you keep missing estimates, add a required assumptions section. If last-minute requests keep derailing work, create an escalation trigger and a default no path, unless a specific condition is met. Over time, the log shrinks the number of times you pay tuition for the same mistake, and your process gets lighter because your decisions get cleaner. Moving to slide 11. Shrink work in progress. That means fewer things half done, fewer tabs open in your head, and fewer decisions competing for attention. Every open loop has a hidden tax. You keep reloading context, remembering where you left off, and rechecking assumptions. That is not productivity. It is churn. Pick 1 active slice of work per workflow. Define what done means in a sentence. Then force everything else into a waiting state, queued, blocked, or parked, with a clear next action. If you cannot name the next action in 10 seconds, the task is not ready to be active. When you're with this small, your next decision becomes obvious. You stop negotiating with yourself and start executing. You also get feedback sooner because work finishes, ships, and collides with reality faster. Quality rises automatically because you are not rushing to juggle 10 fragile threads. You are finishing 1 solid strand at a time, and that is where speed actually comes from. Moving to slide 12. Fast feedback loops are how you avoid building the wrong thing really efficiently. Do reviews early, while the work is still cheap to change. Ask for a directional check, not a final verdict. Test with small samples before you scale. Run 1 campaign to 5% of your list. Pilot the new process with 1 team. Publish a draft to a tiny audience. Then listen. Set auto alerts for anomalies so problems surface without you hunting. Tie each workflow to one metric that tells the truth. For support, it might be time to resolution. For content, it might be retention. If the number moves the wrong way, fix the root cause immediately, not the symptom. That habit turns uncertainty into a steady stream of course corrections you can trust. Moving to slide 13. This becomes your new operating mode. Protect the first decision of the day, so you do not start in reaction. Standardize the common paths, so you stop reinventing basics. Automate checks, not work, so quality stays high without extra effort. Review your decisions weekly, adjust the rules, and keep WIP tight. Speed becomes a byproduct. If this helped, subscribe for more systems you can actually run. Drop a comment with one workflow you want to simplify first. Technology changes fast. Great systems last.